beneath the surface of our oceans lies a world we were never meant to see. A place where sunlight disappears, pressure crushes almost everything. And life has evolved into forms so strange, they barely seem real. There are places on Earth that remain more mysterious than the surface of the moon. The deeper we descend, the stranger everything becomes we're. Creatures with transparent bodies. Fish that create their own light. And animals that survive under pressures powerful enough to crush a submarine. This isn't science fiction. This is our planet. Today, we're descending into the deepest parts of Earth's oceans to explore one of the last truly unexplored worlds. A place where every dive reveals something never seen before. Welcome to the deep sea. As we leave the surface behind, the sunlight begins to disappear. At around 200 meters, the ocean changes completely. We've entered a place known as the Twilight Zone. Here, the sun is little more than a faint glow above. Too weak to support plant life. Too weak to reach the ocean floor. It's a world suspended between light and darkness. With no plants to produce food, life depends on something called marine snow. Tiny particles drifting down from the surface, dead plankton, fragments of sea life, even the remains of animals that died thousands of meters above. To us, it looks insignificant. But down here, it's the difference between life and death. Yet somehow, life has found extraordinary ways to survive. One of the strangest is the glass squid. Its body is almost completely transparent, making it nearly invisible in the dim blue water. Nearby, another ghost drifts silently through the darkness. The glass octopus, so transparent that its eyes are almost the only part you can clearly see. It's unlike anything most people imagine when they think of life on Earth. But in this world, being invisible means staying alive. Not every creature chooses to hide. Some create their own light, a phenomenon known as bioluminescence, tiny flashes of blue, green, and sometimes even red, light up the darkness like stars in an endless night sky. Some use this glow to attract a mate, others use it to confuse predators, and some use it to lure their next meal. Perhaps the most spectacular display belongs to the firefly squid. Thousands of tiny lights cover its body, turning the ocean into something that looks more like outer space than the sea. For a moment, the darkness comes alive, but this glowing world is only the beginning, because every night, something incredible happens. Billions of creatures begin to rise from the depths. The largest migration on Earth, completely hidden beneath the waves, and almost no one ever sees it. More than 1 kilometer below the surface, darkness is absolute. The pressure here is crushing. Temperatures hover just above freezing. To us, it seems impossible that anything could survive. But evolution had other plans. Meet the dragonfish, one of the ocean's most terrifying hunters. Its body is small, but its mouth is filled with razor-sharp teeth, too large to fit inside its own jaws. Most deep-sea animals can only produce blue or green light, but the dragonfish is different. It creates a deep red glow, a color that almost no other creature in the deep can see. It's like hunting with an invisible flashlight. Its prey never knows it's being watched, until it's too late. But perhaps no creature represents the deep sea better than the anglerfish, a hunter unlike anything found on land. Dangling above its mouth is a glowing lure, a tiny light swinging gently through the darkness. To smaller fish, it looks harmless, even inviting. But the moment they come close, the jaws snap shut. The hunt is over. It's one of the most effective ambush predators on Earth. Yet despite everything we've discovered, scientists believe we've only scratched the surface. Every expedition into the Midnight Zone reveals creatures unlike anything seen before, which raises an incredible question. What else might be waiting in the deepest parts of our oceans? Or perhaps on worlds far beyond our own? Crawling slowly across the seabed is a creature that looks like a giant underwater armadillo, the giant isopod. A distant relative of the tiny pillbugs found in gardens, but here it has grown to the size of a small dog. With food so scarce, it can survive for years without eating a single meal. Imagine going years without food and still surviving. That's how harsh life is down here. But even stranger things are waiting. Drifting silently through the darkness is the vampire squid. Despite its terrifying name, it isn't a fearsome hunter. Instead, it feeds on tiny particles drifting through the water, patiently collecting whatever the ocean provides. In a place where every meal is precious, nothing goes to waste. Sometimes the deep receives an unexpected gift. A whale dies near the surface and slowly begins to sink. For days, its enormous body falls through the darkness until it finally reaches the ocean floor. Then life explodes within hours. Sharks arrive, then giant crustaceans, then worms, crabs, and creatures found nowhere else on Earth. A single whale can feed an entire ecosystem. For decades, in the deep sea, even death creates life. Somewhere beyond the darkness lurks another giant, the colossal squid, an animal so elusive that almost everything we know comes from rare encounters. With eyes larger than a basketball and arms lined with rotating hooks, it remains one of the greatest mysteries of the ocean. Very few people have ever seen one alive, and no one knows exactly how it behaves. In its natural world, the abyss reminds us that the deeper we explore, the less we seem to understand. Because beyond this endless plain lies the deepest place on Earth, the Hadal Zone, the deepest of them all, the Mariana Trench. If Mount Everest were placed inside it, its summit would still remain more than a mile underwater. The pressure here is almost impossible to imagine, more than 1,000 times greater than what we experience at sea level. Enough to crush almost anything in an instant for years. Scientists believed nothing could survive here. They were wrong. Living on the trench floor is a tiny creature known as the snailfish. Soft, almost transparent. It looks far too fragile for a place like this, yet somehow it thrives where almost no other fish can survive. Nearby, thousands of tiny amphipods crawl across the seabed, small, almost shrimp-like. But among the deepest living animals ever discovered, then came an even more shocking discovery. Scientists found tiny pieces of plastic. Inside some of these creatures, plastic at the bottom of the deepest ocean on Earth. Proof that human activity has reached places no human has ever lived. The Hadal Zone isn't just revealing the mysteries of Earth. It may be teaching us where to search for life. The deep sea has shown us one thing. Life always finds a way. But despite everything you've seen today, we've only scratched the surface. More than 80% of our oceans remain unexplored. And somewhere, right now, in the darkness beneath the waves, there are animals still waiting to be discovered, perhaps even now. Something is swimming through the depths, completely unknown to science. That's what makes the deep sea so extraordinary. It reminds us that even on our own planet, there are still places filled with mystery, places that continue to surprise us, to challenge us, and to remind us how little we truly know. So before you go, I want to ask you something. Which creature fascinated you the most? The ghost-like glass octopus, the terrifying dragonfish, the giant isopod, the mysterious anglerfish, or the incredible snailfish living at the bottom of the world? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey into Earth's last hidden world, leave a like, subscribe to Earth with Jude, and turn on notifications, because we're just getting started. There are still countless mysteries waiting to be uncovered, and I can't wait to explore them with you. Until next time, respect the wild,